On Greece, you heard about the progress the country is making. Therefore, the ESM is able to continue to disperse the corresponding tranches. The last disbursement happened 2 weeks ago on the 26th of October, 2.8 billion euro. With that disbursement, we have now, under the current program, dispersed 31.7 billion euro out of the up to 86 billion. And when I look at and combine EFSF, ESM, what we have done the last 5 years, our loans to Greece amount to 173 billion euro. And that, of course, makes us by far the largest creditor of the country. A few words on the short-term debt measures that the chairman already referred to. Remember that the Eurogroup in May asked the ESM to look into these short-term measures. 3 are mentioned in that statement of May that you all know: smoothening the repayment profile under the current average maturity. Second, use the funding strategy to reduce the interest rate risk for Greece. And third, waive the step-up interest rate margin for 2017. I will present proposals to the Eurogroup in December, so we will look at that in December. We are still working on it, therefore it's too early to talk about any details, but we have made good progress in these 3 areas. It's important, as a reminder, I said it before, that some of these measures mean there could be additional costs up front before one can have benefits later on. For example, if one has an interest rate swap, swapping shorter term rates for longer term rates, the costs go up in the short run, but then there should be savings in the longer term. But I'm optimistic that overall we will find, or we can find, solutions that will really have a visible impact, positive impact on Greek debt sustainability. On Cyprus, as mentioned, the ESM took also part in this first post-program review. I share what the Commissioner has said. I was also in Cyprus last week and could firsthand see how the country has changed. And I also heard the commitments from the finance minister and the president to continue with structural reforms, although there's a difficult situation in parliament and not a clear majority, but also importantly to continue with sound fiscal policies. And I believe this is particularly important to prepare for the possible unification. Maybe the last point on Cyprus, it's also important to recognize that the rating agencies, 2 of the 3 largest rating agencies, have upgraded Cyprus the last few weeks. So they also recognize the significant progress that one can see. On Spain, again, it was a joint mission with the Commission and the ECB. And I don't need to go into those details, but one word on the early repayment. Spain requested another early repayment of 1 billion euro to the ESM. That had to be approved by the Board of Directors, which happened last week. And with this 4th repayment, the overall claims of the loan of the ESM on Spain has now been reduced from initially 41.3 billion euro to now 34.7 billion euro. I think it's a good sign. It shows that the program worked well. It demonstrates that Spain has good access to markets. And it's also a positive sign because it increases the remaining lending capacity of the ESM as we get money back early on. Of course, it has an impact on our funding activities because if our claims are reduced, we also need to reduce our liabilities by the same amount. And that early prepayment from Spain, therefore, reduces our funding needs for this year by 1 billion euro. We are able to do that. And we only have 1 billion left in funding needs for this year after this repayment. And that will happen through a tap auction next Wednesday, as was announced this morning. For next year, EFSF and ESM together plan again to issue 50 billion euro in bonds, so we will continue to be a major issuer in the euro market. Thank you.